Right. Well, hello, Philippe,
Uh,
Ignacio. Good morning.
Good morning, everybody.
Hello. Welcome to our training call this beautiful Saturday. It's a balmy 45 here in Idaho. How's your weather, Philippe?
Uh, yeah, we don't. You don't want to know it's supposed to snow here today, so that's why I have a sweater on. But you know what? I'm excited. It's cold outside, but I'm warm inside. How's that?
Oh, I love
Oh,
that. I'm warm enough to hear you say that.
oh.
Well, we are getting hot because it's our Jifu launch training this morning. And so it's all about like rockets shooting to the stratosphere, getting those engines blasting. So we can use all that imagery to get us all like
No, absolutely. And it's a follow-up to what we did last week, right? We talked about finishing 2020 strong and creating that. I mean, finishing 2019 strong. See, I'm already in 2020s. You see,
yeah,
I'm so
you're right.
excited. I'm like, oh. But it's finishing 2019 strong and creating that momentum into 2020, which is what you and I talked about with everybody last week. And today we get to launch our 5-step pattern for success, the Jifu launch checklist, and I'm so excited about that. And oh my God, all of you that are on, you just wait. If you think 2019 was awesome, you have no idea what's about to happen in 2020. And we want to make sure that you have all the tools and everything you need to absolutely launch your Jifu business in 2020.
It was really special at the corporate office yesterday. We had a team lunch, just a holiday team lunch. And even Doug, our COO, was saying a year, before we were saying in a year, this will look so different. And that is so true. It has been an incredible year of growth and really just setting the stage for incredible momentum and growth for 2020. And I love that we are at the end of this decade, which gives us even more pause for reflection on where we were at the beginning of the decade in the 2010s and how far everyone on this call has come. I have to say, if you haven't taken a few moments to just go over the last 10 years of your life and give yourself the credit for where you've come now and to know where you're going in the next year, couple of years, 5 years, 10 years for this next decade. Like it's just a beautiful time to put some plans in motion and be proud of what you've done, but also build what you want for the future.
No,
Love
and
it.
you're absolutely correct. And you know what Nacho needs? You need to hand it back over to Nacho because he cut off, come back on, so he can't he can't activate his camera.
Oh,
But you're
I want to see
absolutely,
Nacho.
yes, you're absolutely correct, Jesse. And that's the beauty of, one of the things I was talking to one of the leaders the other day. I said, the beauty of life is such that you can start over at any time. You can start out over, you can make a decision, start over at any time. And what you do in the next 90 days, especially with Jifu, with your business, is what I tell people is, work in 90-day increments, focus on, 18, 24 months out, working in 90-day increments. And what I love about this time of year, like we talked about last week, you and I, Jesse, is it's a time of reflection. It's a time where we get to look over the year and evaluate ourselves, evaluate our progress personally as an individual, as a family, in our relationships, in our business, in our financial lives. And we get to evaluate, how this year we've grown over the past years. And like you said, end of a decade, think about that. Holy cow, at end of a
Amazing.
decade, right? And so to me, the great thing is we're just getting younger and better, so
Agreed.
anyway.
Here, here.
So here, and but I'm excited because when you make that point of decision and you say, you know what, I've had enough. Enough is enough. Things will no longer stay this way, and you make a decision to change the direction that you're going. Because, like I've always told people, is if you want things to change, the first thing you need to do is change yourself. And that's what we're going to talk about today. And I'm so excited because we have the number one income earner with us today. And I have the honor of presenting him. And he's going to talk about the first part of the 5-step pattern. The first step is clearly determining your why and making a commitment. And so I have the honor to introduce to you a gentleman that in a short 7 months has developed over a 6-figure income, has a group spanning from Japan to Korea to Austria, to Germany, to Spain, to Mexico, all over the US. He is an unbelievable individual. I got to meet him and his bride and spend some personal time with him in Monterrey, Mexico. And I want to tell you something. Those of you, that know him from afar, you got to know him in person, because he is even more amazing in person. He's real, he's humble, and he's an individual that not only loves this business, loves this industry, but loves people. And he just radiates that energy. And so I'm excited to introduce to you the #1 income earner currently in Jifu, gentleman that in a short 7 months has surpassed a 7-figure income. And I'm going to make sure, a 6-figure income, almost 7. Look at, Nacho's like, I like 7 figures better. That's coming soon. Actually, you know what that was, Nacho? I was claiming it into existence. Did you notice what just happened? It was a slip, but I was just prophesying and just saying that it's going to happen. How's that? Is that crazy how things happen? So it's going to happen that way. And so I have the honor to introduce to you the #1 income earner in Jifu, my good friend, Ignacio Monge. Ignacio, Nacho, please go ahead and take it away.
Oh, thank you very much, Philip. Hey, Jesse, how you doing? And Jifu family, Jifu Nation, how you doing everywhere around the world? Well, I feel honored and blessed to be here with Philip and with Jesse, just sharing with you guys a little bit of what's happening and what's to happen in 2020. And the very first thing, it's here. You need to define your why and make a commitment to yourself. And if you cannot make a commitment to yourself, do a commitment to your family, do a commitment to those ones that you love. Because if you do that, then guess what? You cannot open the door to, I need to do something else. Oh, I cannot succeed here. It's about the mentality of burning your ships. And when you burn your ships, there's no way back. The only way to push is forward. The only way to advance is forward. And it doesn't matter if you are scared. It doesn't matter if you don't know what to do. It really doesn't matter. What it really matters is what you have here. If you really do this with passion, if you really do this with energy, if you really Jifu, it's already a verb. It's let's Jifu, guys. And the very first thing is a commitment with yourself. And also, look, if you can see yourself into the big picture, can you see yourself into December of 2020? Can you see yourself there and what's to happen? That's the most important part, your why, and that you can see yourself on what's happening and what's about to happen. And not only you, your people, your team, what's going to happen to your family, to your friends, everybody around you. And that's the very first thing, right? And Jifu is not going to push you away. This is something that I've been sharing with a lot of people. Jifu is not going to push you out. Jifu is gonna, hey, come here into the picture, come into the photo, come here, come join us. And you can actually do that with a lot of friends, with a lot of family members, with a lot of people that still don't know about Jifu, but know you. Just bring them into the picture. The thing is, if you see yourself into the picture, and that's why the most important part is this one. Define your why, make a commitment to yourself, to your family, to your loved ones. And your why could be in very different, it could be very different. Your why is different than my why, than Philippe why, than Jesse's why. It's completely different. It could be a financial why, oh my God, I need $5,000 a month, or I need extra $1,000 a month to start. Or you know what, I really need more. I want to quit my job. I don't have a job. I need to support my family. I want a vacation. I want more time with my family. I want to be a father. I want to be a mother. I just want to be a good son. I just want to pursue a career, something. That's why it's financial, time, personal, family. We all have different whys, and all of those whys are correct. They don't need to be right for the person next to you. They need to be right for you. You need to be able to feel that energy, that fire, like growing inside of you when you have your why, when you think about your why. And sometimes when your why is strong enough, the time freezes. I don't know if you know this, but the time really freezes when you do an activity of something that you love, or when you have something really in your mind and that you are laser focused to do that thing. the time freezes and you could be doing that activity for hours, days, weeks, months, and you don't feel tired. Oh my God, Nacho, I need to talk to a lot of people. You will not feel tired. Oh my God, Nacho, I need to give a lot of presentations. You will not feel tired. Oh my God, Nacho, I need to hug a lot of people. You will not feel tired. That's the beauty of having your why. And that's why it's a step number one. If you don't have step number one, you cannot go to step number two. If you don't have step number one, you're going to start this business. That's why this is the Jifu Launch 2020, preparing yourself for what's to happen and the 5-step pattern for success. And at the same time, oh, go one back. Thank you. This is something that you need to put into your mind, into your heart. If for some reason right now you don't have that why, it's okay. You will figure that out. But then there are so many things that you can think to help you out with that powerful why. One is, where would you go if time and money were not an object or a limiting factor? You know, with whom would you go? That's important. How long would you go? What would you do? Where would you go? And I want you right now to close your eyes and not only think about it, feel about it. Feel the emotion. What are you feeling? Can you feel yourself like into that journey, into that trip, in whatever you want to do if time and money were not an object or limiting factor? What's the feeling of you achieving that success, that goal of being with your family, of having the financial freedom or the financial help or more time or something that you want to do? So that's very important. And also put that trip into your bucket list. Where would you want to go? Where do you want to go? And go crazy. Go crazy with this. You know, like some things that, oh my God, what is my neighbor going to think if I'm going to Africa or if I'm going to Asia or 3 months in Europe? It's your dream, it's your own bucket list. It's your bucket list. It's not your upline, it's not the companies, it's not your friends, it's not your family, it's yours. And then guess what? This is beautiful because when you put the loved ones in this with you, you will find out how beautiful bucket lists they also have. And then you can share together a big bucket family list. And that's beautiful. So then make a commitment. Guys, gals, make a commitment with yourself, with your loved ones, with your family. That's the most important part. Because if not, guess what? You can just open the door and I'm going to do something else. I'm just not going to do it. So don't open that door. Make a commitment, burn the ships. So that's the very first thing. Go to the next one. There is. Make a commitment 18 to 24 months with your Jifu business. 18 to 24 months. You're going to find out why soon. But this is just a mindset. Believe me, it's just making this commitment and everything will change. Everything will change. I've been talking to Phil many times and oh my God, it's like, oh, you know, like all this fire, all this emotion is coming out. And at the same time, you know, like grab a pen, grab a piece of paper and write down your rank achievement goals, you know, and your life achievement goals with dates. It's not using, you know, your cell phone. It's using ink and paper. If you think it, ink it. That's something that I learned. You need to write it down. Believe me, there's something very special about doing this. Just write your goals. It doesn't matter if you write beautiful or ugly. It really doesn't matter. It's about you putting all that energy, all that heart in a piece of paper, on a piece of paper. Believe me. And then just go with the date. I want to achieve manager 1 on boom. I want to achieve manager 2, boom. Manager 3, boom. Manager 4, boom. You know, like a date. Director, boom. Director 2, boom. Just put it there. It's very powerful because you are sending a very powerful message out there to God, to the universe. You are sending a very powerful message. And at the same time, it's not about Jifu all the time. It's also about your life. So what are your life achievement goals? And at the same time, write them down and put dates. It's your list. It's not to be showing everybody, look, this is my list. It's your list and keep it with you at all times because there will be times in which you're going to feel a little bit weak and, oh my God, I'm not going to be able to do this. just pull out that list, that bucket list, and believe me, you will find the strength when you need it. So I think that's it, guys. This is something that I wanted to share with you. Thank you very much, Felipe, for the opportunity, and Jesse for the opportunity to share this with everybody in Jifu family.
You're awesome, Nacho, and you're so absolutely correct, guys. They're right there from the #1 income earner, and he just covered the key point. #1 was clearly define your why and make a commitment. Guys, that is the foundation to anything you do in your Jifu business. And I can tell you, knowing knowing Nacho and his wife, I know how driven they are. He shared his story with me of talking to the founder of the company as his friend about the opportunity, catching the vision before things even were there, and look in the position that he is. Look, to me, those two key points, right? Define your dream, make a commitment, are so crucial. And we're going to suggest to you today that when we're finished today, you really sit down and you clearly define your why. You clearly define where you want to go, why you want to do this, what if time and money was no object, and you clearly make a commitment and say, I am willing to do 18 to 24 months, blinders on, work in 90-day increments to make this happen. And what I'm going to talk about now is #2, because now we get into action phase. See, step #1, I want you guys to understand something. 95% of the battle, I was talking with Nacho the other day and his wife, and he shared with me, and he says, Phil, if people would understand that 95% of what it takes to build this business is mental, the rest is 5% of just work. And I love when he said that. And it's so true. Think about it. 95% of the battle is mental, and it's talking about step #1. That is your foundation. When you clearly know your why and you make a commitment, you never, you never quit. You never give up. You just keep doing everything that you need to do over and over and over again until you get the results that you want. And that's what I love about clearly defining your why and making a commitment. Now, what's the action phase? Well, the first thing you need to do is make a list. And what you need to do is make a list of 100 top prospects, 50 opportunity seekers, and 50 travel saving seekers. Now, let me share with you, it's a little bit different here, right? What do I mean by opportunity seekers? People that are like you, that are ambitious, that are go-getters, that are driven, people that you talk with and they go, there's got to be a better way. Folks, I want you guys to understand this. This business is not for everybody, but it's for anybody. Let me repeat this. This business is not for everybody, but it's for anybody. And people go, well, Phil, isn't that just talking out of both sides of your mouth? No, it's not. What I mean by it's not for everybody, I have found in life that a lot of people talk about the things they want to have, the places they want to go, the things they want to do, but lack the courage and the commitment and the discipline. Listen to me, that what I just said, they lack the courage, okay, the discipline and the commitment to make those things happen. See, folks, a wish is just a wish. A dream drives you. That's the fuel to your Ferrari, and Jifu's a Ferrari. So what's the first thing you need to do? Make a list of 50 opportunity seekers, people that are looking for a way to generate another revenue stream. And my best question that I love asking people is, hey, Nacho, doing what you're doing right now, are you getting the results that you thought you were going to get in your business, in your career, in your vocation, or in your job? And I love dropping that bomb because people go, well, that's an unusual question, because that's where you get a little bit out of your comfort zone. Are you getting the results? Are things going like you wanted to? Are you having enough time and money? And if you're honest with yourself, most people will say no, right? And so when you make a list, think of those people that are driven, ambitious, go-getters, people that have network marketing experience, people that are business owners. Look at people that are already successful, because my experience has been successful people are always open to look. And sometimes when people are in financial situation that they are, it's not based on lack of opportunity. It's lack of courage, commitment, okay, and discipline. And I hate saying it that way, but it's the truth. All right. And so when you guys understand about making the list, and what we're going to do on future training on January 4th, when we're going to do the New Year launch training, we're going to go into and give you guys contacting and inviting scripts and teach you guys how to use those scripts to contact and invite. Number 3, use the Jifu travel portal. Guys, it is the most amazing tool there is out there. Unbelievable. Share and activate 20 buddy passes. Give them away. But here's what I want you guys to understand. Don't just give them away and send a link and go, hey, by the way, Jesse, I want to give you something. When you get a chance, look this up. No. Say, hey, Jesse, you got 5 minutes? I'd like to show you something. I know you and your husband and your family love to travel, and I'd like to share with you something, especially now during the holidays, that could save you 35, 40, 45%. And actually, there's savings up to 75% if you become a member. But when do you have 5-10 minutes where we can jump online and I can show you? And I like to give you and gift you a buddy pass and explain what a buddy pass is. And go, look, it's got a minimum of $100 value, but I've seen people save $500, $600, $700, $800 with one of those. Let me show you how that works. When do you have 5-10 minutes where I can show you? Guys, one of the first things you need to do is share and activate 20 buddy passes. Okay. Another way to figure this out, and I've done it myself, and I'm corporate. Jesse was kind enough a couple of weeks, 2-3 weeks ago, to set me up with my own travel portal. Whoop, whoop. And so what I decided to do, is I decided to go to Atlantic City for the weekend. And so there's a place that I like to go in. I don't gamble, okay, but I like going to Atlantic City and to relax. And there's a spa at the Borgata. And so I went and I booked a suite. Now, I'm not that kind of guy that is highbrow and always have to be there. But here's what's funny. Would you all agree with me? When you can upgrade and pay for the price of a standard room for a suite, okay, how many of you guys would rather stay in a suite than a standard room? Okay. And that's just what I was able to do. So I went in there, looked at it, and you know what? It was an amazing savings. And I was like, yeah, I want to upgrade. Had the whole look. It was so cool, Nacho. Right next to the bed, it had a button to open up the curtains, and all the curtains open up, and it had glass, windows from all the way from the ceiling to the floor, and the curtains open up, and it had all the view on the water. And I was like, oh yeah, Jifu lifestyle, baby. And I was loving it. Guys, go on, book your reservation, have fun, and book your next trip right away. Okay. Familiarize yourself with the Jifu travel portal. Figure out, click on all the buttons, play, check out all the different things that there is. You'll be amazed at what there is. Okay. Find where to manage your buddy pass activities, your users, your reservations, etc. And then most importantly, book a reservation, staycation, look, do something so that way you can tell people, like I did. I had to experience it. I said, okay, I can't talk about something if I haven't experienced it. So I went on there, booked it. I was there for 2 days and I loved it. See, to me, it's simple. It's an hour away. And guys, you have plenty of opportunities to do that yourself. Does that make sense? All right. So that's point number 3. And share your savings. Oh, this is huge. Share your savings with your network and tag Jifu on all social media posts. Oh my God, this is huge. Guys, hashtag Jifu, hashtag Jifu lifestyle, hashtag Jifu travel. Look, guys.
Phil,
yes.
If you don't mind, I got to pop in here to add to this. The reason why this is so important, you guys, we're trying to build this company, and it involves likes and users and comments and shares, subscribers. That helps us build the legitimacy of what we are, and helps you then share this opportunity. And we have to do this as a movement together. We have other parts of our business that are coming online that we will be launching in 2020. And we just need your help to put us out there and review on businessforhome.com, review us on Google, just like, subscribe. It's so easy. It takes a few minutes, but it helps immensely. And we love your content. We want to help you promote your business. So when you tag us, we reshare. We love doing that, and do it all day long. Take pictures of where you're at, or if you're in your staycation, talk about why you're saving money just in your own city. These are great stories. The testimonials that you come across, share them with us. We want to help you build our business. It is a huge part of just, again, helping us grow. And it's such an easy thing for you to do. So help us help you.
Absolutely love that. So you guys get point number 3. All right, now let's go on. Let's talk about cadence, guys. And this is where this is so important. I talk about cadence, and let me explain to you what cadence is. So for those of you that don't know, I'm prior military, was 11 years in the Air Force. And I remember the very first day that I went to boot camp in Lackland Air Force Base. And I remember not like it was yesterday. You walk in, I was 18 years old, and I just walked in and I was like, oh my God, that you come off the airplane and you're like, oh, you're all, all excited. Then you get on the bus and you start getting nervous. Then you get to the base, then you really start getting nervous. Then they walk you in a file and you got these drill instructors yelling at you. I mean, yelling at you. It's unreal. And they're just wanting to intimidate you. And it works, I'm telling you, because most of these guys, and it's men and women, they're just unreal, and they just got that attitude and they're in your face. And so they shave your head and they issue your uniforms. And the first thing they do is they march you out. They take you outside and they put you in the Air Force. It's called a flight, right? And it's a group of about 40, 50 people. And how do you get 40, 50 people to walk around a base, without lollygagging and in an organized manner? Well, they have a thing called cadence. And so I remember my drill instructor like it was yesterday. And so we're all at attention. We're shaking. We have our hands like this by our side. And he is teaching us how to march. And he says, what you need to listen is to my voice. And when you listen to my voice, everything I do, okay, what you listen to is the cadence, and it's going to be left, right, left, left, right, left, left, right, left. And it sounded something like this. And he says, up, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, up, 2, 3, 4. And I swear to you, I can hear his voice in my head like it was yesterday, Nacho and Jesse. It's insane. And then he would say, right face, left face, about face, and so you learn cadence. And what it taught us as a group of 40, 50 people within a day or two, here's what's crazy, Jesse and Nacho, is that we were marching perfectly. Absolutely. And it's an amazing thing. Guys, I challenge you to go and watch a graduation ceremony of individuals, whatever branch of service they are, and watch how they march. And you have somebody calling a cadence, and it is the most beautiful, amazing thing. The discipline, the beauty of that thing. And what I learned from that point is that in life, everything has a cadence. And in Jifu, we have a cadence. And the cadence is, you guys ready for this? It's not up, 2, 3, 4. It's not left, right, left. Okay, it's not. Okay, what it is, it's, listen to this. Okay, 2 to 3 times a day, 5 to 6 times a week. 2 to 3 times a day, 5 to 6 times a week. 2 to 3 times a day, 5 to 6 times a week. What am I talking about? You're going, Phil, what are you talking about? What does cadence mean? Cadence is STP, STP, STP. Show the business plan 2 to 3 times a day, 5 to 6 times a week. Show the product, all right? Show the product 2 to 3 times a day, 5 to 6 times a week, and show the platform, okay? 2 to 3 times a day, 5 to 6 times a week. Guys, I want you guys to understand is this. It's for me, STP, STP, STP is share the opportunity, share the platform, and really when we say product, I mean the process, because it really is the 5-step pattern for success where you can launch your Jifu business. And how do you STP, STP, STP? Look what it says at the bottom. You could do a one-on-one. Sit down with Nacho and have a cup of coffee and say, hey, let me share you the Jifu business plan. Let me show you the Jifu travel platform. And let me share with you the process, the product, and how this works. Online meetings like we're doing right here. Do Zoom meetings 2 to 3 times a day, 5 to 6 times a week. Use online presence to share the business plan, to share the platform, and share the process. And home meetings, we're going to talk a lot of that in January. Guys, that allows you to invite people over for a cup of coffee and to do a Jifu travel party and to share with people not just the business opportunity, how they can make an extra $500, $1,000, $2,000 a month, part-time, spare time, but how they can travel first class by playing for economy. Guys, it's crazy. And number 5 of the 5-step pattern for success is plug into the system and duplicate the 5-step pattern for success. Guys, this business is as simple. Listen to me very carefully. ABC 1, 2, 3. Why did we make this so simple and call it the 5-step pattern for success, not the 20-step pattern for success? Because guys, I believe in systems and processes that are simple to learn, simple to teach, simple to duplicate. And guys, that's what this is. Would you all agree with me? This is so simple that anybody with or without experience can do this. I was talking with some leaders in France today, and I said, you know what I love about the Jifu business opportunity? It allows the average person that has never had any success in network marketing, and people that have never done network marketing and traditionally wouldn't touch network marketing with a 10-foot pole, to get involved and to make, in a short amount of time, with a very aggressive comp plan, with an amazing platform, with a process and a system that is duplicatable. Remember, simple to teach, simple to learn, simple to duplicate. And we can show people in a short amount of time, part-time, spare time, how to make an extra $500 to $1,000 a month. So how do you do that? Guys, download the Jifu app, okay, and set up your profile, and your upline can teach you how to do that. Join the Jifu member affiliates Facebook group. Guys, you need to be part of that. All the announcement, there's a wealth of information. Jesse, who is on here, is shooting video after video after video, content after content, and she's doing some amazing stuff. You guys want to be plugged in to take advantage of all that. Start your own team group page, your WhatsApp page, your group, your Telegram group. Guys, this is social media driven. Use the tools that are out there to connect with your team, to share with them everything that you're doing, to connect them with their upline, and share materials and things like this that people can understand the very simple process of building your Jifu business. Subscribe to Jifu social channels, follow announcements and business building materials and videos. Guys, go on YouTube, okay? Click on the Jifu YouTube channel, like the videos, make comments, see all the wealth of information that's there. Please remember that it's very important to do that. And ultimately, attend every event and corporate training, online or in person. Anytime something like this is promoted, not only do you need to be the first person there, but you also need to promote to everyone. Let us help you build your business. Don't be an army of one, okay? Don't be an army of one, because an army of one doesn't win anything, you know, and actually it gets overrun, and yeah, it gets pretty ugly. Does that make sense? All right. So I'm going to cover, as we wrap up today, the 5-step pattern for success. What did we talk about today? As you finish 2019 and you set your goals for 2020, what's the first thing you need to do? Clearly define your why and make a commitment. Number 2, make a list of your 100 top prospects. Remember, 50 opportunity seekers, 50 people that love to travel and save money. Number 3, personally use the Jifu travel portal. Learn how to activate a buddy pass. Teach somebody how to do that. Show them how to become from a buddy pass user to a member, and share with them that they can save up to 75% as a member versus as a buddy pass user, and use it yourself. Learn the cadence 2 to 3 times a day, 5 to 6 times a week, 2 to 3 times a day, 5 to 6 times a week. STP, STP, STP. Share the business plan, okay? Share the plan, okay? Share the platform, share the process. Guys, it's very simple. And last but not least, plug into the system and duplicate the 5-step pattern for success. And last but not least, hashtag for 2020 is Mission 1 Million, M1M. What does Mission 1 Million stand for? Guys, it's to create more millionaires, to have the first person making $1 million a year, to also have the company have 1 million users, and then be in a situation where we continue to grow and bless and touch tons of people's lives. Guys, we have some amazing things planned in 2020 where Jifu and the leadership is going to give back. We're going to do stuff that is called servant leadership. We're going to serve others. We're going to go and do stuff that most companies and most leaders don't do. They talk about doing, but they don't do. And guys, I want you to understand, it's not just about the money. It's not just about the travel lifestyle. It's not about all the other things. Okay, that's part of what Jifu is. But Jifu allows you to give back and bless and touch people's lives. So ultimately, guys, last thing I want to promote today as we wrap up, January 4th, put this in your calendars, Saturday, January 4th, 2020. My God, Jesse, can you believe it's going to be 20? Nacho, can you believe just around the corner? Guys, we are going to do our New Year launch event and get people really focused. And look what it says on the left-hand side, 2020 vision in 2020. Think about it, 2020 vision in 2020. Mission 1 million. Guys, do you hear what's happening? Do you guys get it? Do you guys feel it yet? Because I'm telling you, if 2019 wasn't the year that you wanted it to be in your personal lives and in your Jifu business, today is day one. Today is day one. And Saturday, January 4th, we are going to bring in the new year with a bang, and we are going to help you really explode and launch your Jifu business. So guys, thank you for allowing us to share. Jesse, thank you for hosting. I hand it back to you. Nacho, thank you for being here with us. Guys, what an amazing way to wrap up this year. For all of you that are on here, happy holidays to you and your family. Me, the man, and a blessed and happy new year. What I always love to tell people is, may the very most that you hope and wish for and pray for be the very least that you receive. Happy holidays, everybody.
I love that. Thank you so much, everyone.
Happy holidays. Thank you, everybody.
Let's do 2020.
2020. Home run.
Mission 1 million, 2020 vision in 2020. Bye, guys.